just standing as you do, because I've walked from my hotel. It took 32 minutes to what I'm hoping is Bacha Coffee. However, the road looks like this, which makes it a little harder to decide whether this is the right place or not. We'll just do a little bit of a walk up and down in a minute. Hello and good morning from Marrakech. Oh, I'm just checking about everything. I'm currently in Dar el Bacha, which is a museum. I have been here since 9 o'clock. It is now 11:15. And I have been to Bacha Coffee. And I was that early that I was able to get in pretty much... Ooh, that's the reason why no one's sitting on there. Ooh, hang on. Let me start again. So basically, it opens at 10 o'clock. It's a coffee cafe. And the earlier you get here, the more chance you've got of getting in. So I got here about 9:01. Didn't open till 10. And then as soon as they opened at 10, I bought my museum ticket with my entrance to the cafe and then got straight in. I've been in there for about an hour and 15 minutes. A couple of coffees, some breakfast. It was really, really nice. So yeah, highly recommend. And they have them across the world. I didn't know that they had one in London. They got one in Paris, Hong Kong, etc. I've got to try and track them all down now across the world. But I'm just going to go and start around the museum now. There's a lot of people hanging around because they're waiting for their time in the cafe. But it pays to get here early, and also it meant that I could walk down and it's not as warm. It's definitely warmed up since I've been in there though. So yeah, I'm just sitting in a bit of shade. It was really, really good. I had the cosmopolitan breakfast where you got a hot drink of your choice, fruit juice of your choice. I got 2, I can't get my words out, croissants of my choice. And then you get like a little bit of bread. So I got the little bread. You get fig jam and peach jam and butter. And then you get the whipped cream to go with your coffee. I chose 2 coffees. I got the 1910 hot coffee, which I don't think it wasn't, I think it was an all-day coffee and it was a bit strong. I got the orange juice and then I got the raspberry croissant and the pistachio and chocolate croissant, and they were beautiful, absolutely stunning. I'll put a photograph in here. And then I got an iced coffee, and I can't think what it was called now, something express, and that was much nicer. There's a shop here as well, so I might go and have a look in the shop and see if they've got it to buy. But the whole experience was so lovely, like they didn't rush you or anything. It was all like, Madame, and you know, put it in the serviette on your knee, and there are 200 different coffees you could choose from. I was a bit like, oh. I put it into ChatGPT just to see what it came up with as in the best ones, and it did come up with the 1910 one, but that wasn't my favourite of the 2. So yeah, I'm just going to go around the museum now. It looks really nice. It was recently restored. It closed just after the Second World War, and then they almost kept it like a shrine. You didn't open it or anything, and then they reopened in 2020, and it's absolutely stunning, the whole place. It's literally an inch, not an inch, but you know, it's not far from the Medina, which is chaotic and busy, and this is just stunning, absolutely stunning. Anyway, I'm waffling now. So I have just come around the corner from Dar el Bacha to Le Jardin Secret, which is a botanical garden basically in the middle of the Medina. It's literally just about 400 metres from where I just was. And I've only just got in here, so it looks really cool. It's just peaceful, man. Everything out there is chaos. You've got what would you call them? Mopeds, donkeys, mules, people, cars, taxis. This is lovely. I wish I had gone to the Museum de la Femme first, just because they have a nice cafe here, but I'm not ready to eat lunch yet. It's only been about 45 minutes since I stopped eating breakfast. So that's a shame. But you know when you just kind of like, oh, that's nearest. So I should have thought this through. I'm just gonna have a sit in the shade for a minute, because I was waiting for the coffee place in the sun for an hour. So yeah. It has just gone midday. It is 32 degrees with a real feel of 37. So I think it's time to stop in another cafe, why not? I've been taking loads of photos around the botanical gardens, it's really nice. Actually, I'm just going to pop into the exhibition first, and then I'm going to go around to the cafe. I'm kind of hopping from cafe to cafe today. And then I think I'm going to go to the Musée de la Femme, which is the women's museum, because there's 3 floors. But yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I have left this sign off my room today so that they go and clean it. Basically, I've run out of toilet paper. Standard Morocco situation. If you know, you know. I also need fresh towels and I need the bin emptying. Fingers crossed. I left just after 8, so they've already had 4 hours, and I probably won't be back for another 2 yet. There's a little situation though, I've had too many coffees at the coffee place, so I essentially had 4 back to back. So I can't have a coffee when I go to the cafes today. I don't like to fill up on too much fruit juice, so it doesn't leave me with many options. The speciality of Morocco is mint tea. It's been very hit and miss. The nicest one we had was at a random farm on the top of a hill, just outside of Chefchaouen. That was weeks ago. I haven't had a decent one since, even with sugar, so yeah, let's do this. I am here at the Women's Museum in Marrakech, or the Musée de la Femme. Excuse the sweat on my face. Just a temporary exhibition on the 3rd floor. It's actually really good. It cost me about 30p to get in. And a video is about to start playing now, but yeah, look at some of the artwork. It's really, really cool. Definitely worth a visit. Starbucks again. I can't help it, alright? It is what it is. My acai refresher. Strawberry acai, but I prefer the hibiscus. On reflection, but at least they've had a delivery today. There's a couple of shops I want to look at here. I'm going to look in Adidas, see, compare prices. Oof. And I'm finally going to have a look in Stradivarius, or whatever the hell it's called. And then I need to try and pick up some lunch from here, or sit down and have lunch. I'm not that hungry, but once I'm back in the hotel, I'm not coming out again today. I can't be bothered. So yeah, I need to have a little think. I'm just at Marrakech Plaza again. I've looked in a couple of shops. I'm just going to walk back now. See if I can grab some lunch on the way, but I have found out today, so today is Tuesday the 29th of July. Tomorrow it is a public holiday here in Morocco, so I'm going to alter my plans, I think. I'm going to have a proper think about it when I get back, but you know, the hours of things might change, people might be off work, it might be really busy, so I'm thinking about having a day in at the hotel tomorrow with the pool, just because I can stay out of the busyness and stuff. Also, I need to do that anyway in the morning. I haven't had a lie-in for 3 weeks yet, so that's also a good idea. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Yes, okay, I'll come out for Starbucks. That's a given. I might even do that early. And have breakfast there. That's what I'm thinking of doing. And also I was going to go to, there's a place called Cyber Park. I have absolutely no idea what this entails. But because I'm head of IT at work, I thought, I might go and have a look at what this is. So yeah, it's a public holiday here tomorrow in Morocco. It's called Throne Day. I need to put my phone away, but Throne Day, I'll talk to you about it later. Yeah, so what I was saying, I've just got back to my room. I've just told them downstairs, because my smoke alarm in here goes off every sort of 40 minutes. So they're sending someone up. It's just gone 3 o'clock, so I've been out a long time, to be fair. I've been out 7 hours. I managed to get a panini and chips at the restaurant I was at, and they had they were like affiliated with Nespresso, so I got a nice iced coffee and a Coke Zero. No more Coke Zeros, holes. I don't drink smart pop at home. I really don't. So yeah, so I'm just gonna have a chilled afternoon. I've got to do the whole washing of hair situation tonight. There's a few things I want to watch on Netflix. I've not had any downtime. Like, I've not read anything. I've not watched anything. The pool is in shade now, otherwise I'd have gone down there. But tomorrow is a public holiday here, so it's known as Throne Day. As far as I can kind of make out, it's a celebration of the king's accession to the throne, but not just the current king. It's any king, or yeah, that has been. So as far as I'm aware, it's something to do with that, but the hours may differ in different shops and restaurants and stuff. So I'm thinking about going out kind of early, beating the sun, not early as in alarm early. This is annoying me. Having a bit of a walk, doing some steps, having a coffee, and then coming back tomorrow. That's the plan, I think. I'm gonna look in my book and see if there's anything like I'm really desperate still to do. I've still got another 2 full days. Today's Tuesday, and then I'm flying at about 11:30 on Friday. But Marrakech airport is apparently a nightmare. You have to get there 4 hours before. So basically I've got 2 full days left, Wednesday and Thursday. Do I waste tomorrow, essentially, by not doing anything? I don't know. Good morning. I will give you 3 guesses as to where I'm going. It won't take you 3 guesses. It is Wednesday the 30th of July. It is also Throne Day today. So it is a public holiday. Of course, I'm just walking to Starbucks, grabbing a coffee and a hibiscus juice if they've got it. Oh, they've closed it off. Okay, so I've got what I needed. So yes, today is Throne Day. And basically, it's the formal accession to the throne. And it's moved depending on when the next king has been ascended to the throne, if you like. So in Morocco at the moment, it's King Mohammed VI, and he ascended the throne on the 30th of July, which is why today is Throne Day. And then when the next king comes along, it will move to whatever day that was. I'm expecting a few things to be either really busy, really quiet, or closed. So there's a couple of, like temporary shopping stands over there. There's a fragrances one and a Birkenstock one, and they're both closed, and it's 9:35. Either that or they don't open till 10. Got myself a hot flat white today. I've not had a hot coffee for days. I'm just having a think about where to go for breakfast. There's a couple of places nearby, like between here and the hotel, which I could probably do with going into the supermarket as well. I got some really nice nectarines the other day, and they were stunning, but I ate both of them yesterday. So I could do a couple more of them. Particularly with me spending the rest of the day at the pool, I need some snacks. I've run out of crisps. So yeah, crisps and fruit, I think. Oh, that is good. That is good. So I've got 2 full days left here. Like I said, I need a bit more of a relaxing day today. I feel like the tan's not really tanning. So I'm going to do that. And then there's a place nearby that a couple from my group went to for lunch the other day. So I might have like a in between lunch and dinner. That's literally just around the corner. And then tomorrow I need to see what else I still want to do. I probably will go down to the souks tomorrow as part of my morning at Ben Youseff Madrasa. I still need a couple of fridge magnets, but I'm running out of cash, so that is a problem. They shouldn't be too expensive. They might be like 10 dirham. So yeah, let's see what the day brings. Literally every time I press record and there's an ambulance siren or construction work, you know, seriously. So just thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the neighbourhood that I've been staying in. So I'm sure I told you, but I decided to stay here for 7 nights instead of going to the hostel and move my bags. So I've had 5 nights here already, and it's in the new Medina part of Marrakech. So it's about a mile away from the very famous Jemal Fina Square and the old Medina. And it's in a neighbourhood which, if you're like me, would probably pronounce it as Gouliz, but it's not Gouliz, I think it's Goualé. The Goualé part of Marrakech. I'm just waiting to cross the road. Oh, and the, what's the face? What do you call these? Vespas? They're stopped. Yeah, so there's just lots. There's the shopping mall, there's the Starbucks, there's the supermarket. I've just been to like a French bakery. That GCSE French, it wasn't enough. But I did read a menu in French today without translation. So I was like, oh yeah, I knew enough. The only thing I stumbled on is when he said, oh, what choice of eggs would you like? And I'm like, oh. I was like, have you got scrambled? Don't even like scrambled egg, but it'll do. I'm not a bit funny about eggs. I don't like fried or scrambled eggs, but whatever. Anyway, back in the room now. I have been to the supermarket, so I just need to put things in the fridge. And then I'm going to get ready and go down to the pool. It's about 11:10 now. So yeah, that's the plan. I really need to read my book today. But you know, you're just exhausted and so tired. Like, I'm absolutely shattered. I think it's great making the most of like the summer holidays and when Leicestershire on summer holidays and stuff. But going on holiday the day that you finish work, it's broken me a little bit. It's catching up with me a little bit now. But yeah. Okay, so there I am, all changed into my bikini, got all my sun cream, suntan lotion on, get down to the pool and the door's closed. And the guy proceeds to tell me that it's closed today for treatment of the pool. Great. So it's now about 11:30. I need to think of an alternative of what to do for the day. So before I go rushing off, I think the best thing to do is to have a little think about it. I have no change for the bus, which is really, really annoying. Because if I'd have known I was going on the bus today, I'd have got some change whilst I was down at the supermarket. Which means I'm going to have to go down again. I wonder if that noise is the treatment of the swimming pool. But it feels like that's coming from above. I have no idea. Oh, that's really annoying. And then he said it's treatment today, but you don't know whether it's going to be open tomorrow or not. That's really annoying because that's one of the reasons I booked the hotel. But it is the low season for them, believe it or not. Okay, what to do? Bearing in mind it's a public holiday today. I didn't think it was that busy around and about, but maybe it's because it was early in the morning. So you've got the options of doing the Ben Youseff Madrasa, which you could do, but then by the time you get there it's going to be the afternoon. Is it going to be too busy? Do you stay here a bit and go in a bit? I could go to a park. You know, you can't sunbathe in a park, so kind of defeats the object. Not in a Muslim country, you can't. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I'm not very spontaneous. I have a plan. Oh, I'm gonna have to pivot again. Ooh. My nails desperately need doing. Look, this is 4 weeks worth of nail growth. This time next week. Oh, I don't know what to do. Right, let's get the Lonely Planet book out, I think. So remember, rejection is redirection. Rejection is redirection. Okay, I haven't been rejected in this case, but the swimming pool has essentially rejected me today. It's not open. So you pivot and you think of something else to do. I keep getting cut off, so I have no idea where I ended that, but yeah. Whew. I'm getting out and doing some walking, which isn't the best idea in the middle of the day. It's about 12:30 now. Oh, fly on my hand there. I used to top up the tan. I've got to get my body moving. We've spent a lot of time on the minibus, so yeah, I need to move a little bit. And I can explore some different neighbourhoods of Marrakech. One thing we do need to discuss is Apple iPhones. Now, I go on holiday for several weeks a year, not many, but if you were to live in a hot country like this, there's two things that annoy me. A, I can't see my screen. So my brightness is the highest it can go, still can't see a thing. You can't see Google Maps, can't see the time, whatever it is, ridiculous. The other thing, my phone needs to cool down. Oh yes, of course, it needs to cool down. Now, people keep saying that this is a model situation, so I have an iPhone 15. No, my iPhone 12 used to say the same. My iPhone 11 used to say the same. iPhone needs to cool down. Well, we all need to cool down, hun. But how, if you live in Morocco 24/7, 365 days a year, do you not get annoyed with that? How is it 2025 and the iPhone still needs to cool down? Like, what are you doing? So, hello Apple, sort your life out. Literally every time I press record, the siren goes off. I've just been into the Menara Mall. Again, I know it's a different country, but you hold that thought. Probably going to go into this Costa Coffee. I need a break, but yeah, I went into the mall. Beautiful, state of the art, modern mall. You know, real opportunity there. Now, I'm not expecting a H&M and a Zara and all of that, but the shops are awful. So you've got people walking around using the aircon. No one's buying anything. No one's got any shopping bags. There's nothing to buy. Like, complete and utter tat, and not even tourist tat. So they've got these lovely malls with nothing to buy. It's very strange. So I have found the Menara Gardens. I was on the wrong side of the road. And then around the corner. This is just coming up towards 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is 37 degrees with a real feel of 42. And I can confirm there's definitely a real feel of 42. I'm hoping this is going to be relatively quiet. There's like a pavilion you can go and look at, so I'm going to go and have a look at that. Take a few photos and stuff, but I'm not hanging around too long because in true me style, I need the ladies. Hopefully there's a ladies around here. Who knows? It was quite a long walk, but then I've got nothing kind of to go back to. I'd quite like an ice cream today. There's a couple of places near my hotel, so I can do that on the way back, but I won't be sitting here and reading because it's just too warm to sit still. I'm looking at some bits and bobs as I go along. This is nice. If you know, you know. Yeah, this is really cute. This is the pavilion here. And then just this tranquil, still water in front of it. It's really quiet here today as well. It is the heat of the day, to be fair. You can probably hear some planes and things. The airport's like just here. So I kind of know where the airport is in relation to my hotel. It's just under 3 miles, but they reckon on Google Maps it's going to take 15 minutes. Are we sure? I think I'm getting a private car as opposed to a petite taxi, little yellow cars. Look how cute this is. This whole iPhone needs to cool down situation. I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm confused. So yeah, it was a long walk down here, but via various different stops. It's worth it. It's nice. Just come somewhere a bit dark, you know, a bit peaceful and different area and stuff. Just walking around this pool now, taking a few photographs, hence the outfit change, and looking at the different flights coming in. So far we've had EasyJet, Ryanair and TUI. No Jet2 as of yet. There's not many sort of like foreigners here. They're all locals by the looks of it, or Moroccans. So maybe it's just somewhere that isn't heavily written about in the guidebooks and stuff. I hadn't heard of it before I came here, so before I arrived here. I'm just heading towards the pavilion now to get some photographs. So to get into the pavilion there was a whole like ticket stand and everything. So it was 60 dirhams for non-nationals, so foreigners as they like to call them. It's quite a lot of money. It's like £5 just for the view and a couple of photographs. There's some really cool palm trees behind me. Let's see if I can show you. Sorry, I spun around too fast then. Okay, so I'm on the balcony of the pavilion now. It's actually really nice. It's still not worth £5, but you know. It was worth coming down here. Oh, brace yourself, Sheila. Plane coming in. Yeah, it's cool. Well, the time has arrived. I'm at McDonald's. It had to be done. I've been walking about half an hour. I've got about 15 minutes left. Well, a bit less than that. I needed a ice cold Diet Coke. Well, Coke Zero. Oh God, that was hard work. I only wanted a drink. People everywhere. But yeah, so yeah. Gosh, I needed that. Interestingly, they don't have a very good vegetarian menu here, which is really bizarre, I think. So I'm just having a drink, but I needed that badly. Okay, so this is it. My first, which it was my first, my last full day in Morocco. You can guess where I'm walking to. Got to start the day right. I need a hot flat white today. It's just gone 8 in the morning. And then I was going to get the bus down to Ben Youseff, but I think I'm going to walk. Good morning from the Ben Youseff Madrasa in Marrakech. It has not been the most pleasant of mornings navigating the Medina. I have a very good internal sat-nav, it's not that, it's just the situation. The cats, the mules, there's this mule really playing up for its owner. Then there was this guy, excuse me, this way is closed. And I'm like, I've seen this in all the guidebooks. This way is not closed. You can try it all you like, mate. You just thought, I'm not in the mood today. So then you get here and you think, is this place actually worth it? I mean, it's nice. Cost me 50 dirham. I don't think there's going to be a lot here for the effort it's taken to get here. My first bus, so I got on the bus, he let everyone on the bus, let them all pay, and then told everyone to get off the bus and go to the bus that was in front. Well, that bus doesn't go the same direction. So luckily, again, my internal sat nav was working. So once I could see where we were, it actually brought us out at the opposite end of the Medina, which is the way I walked to it the other day. So yeah, it all worked out, but you just like, really? But I'm not in any rush to get back, because what if the pool was closed? Like, then I should have asked them, shouldn't I? It's my last day today. I'm not really ready to go home, but then at the same point I am. I wish I was flying off somewhere else. But yeah, let's see what's upstairs here. So this was 50 dirham, which I would say is probably about right. Let's see if I can show you down there. It's just a lot of the same thing. So you've got the pool down there, you've got lots of these little rooms which were the study rooms. I'm hoping there might be a cafe on the top, unless I've completely got the rind of the stick and got all the places mixed up. So I'm just relaxing by the side of the pool. It's taking a minute. I look really sweaty already. It's not actually that warm, but I think it's just the pure adrenaline and walking through the Medina and stuff. That was a bit of a nightmare today. But yeah, I'm just having a minute. I've sort of outlined somewhere to go for breakfast, literally just around the corner. I'm not quite hungry enough yet, so I'm just sort of killing a bit of time, but I don't want to have to go to the Marrakech Museum first, because you don't know how long that's going to be, and then you'll be really hungry. So I'm just chilling for a few minutes, I think. There's not an awful lot to see here, so I think the price was worth it. I wouldn't have wanted to pay any more. I won't lie, they're all sort of blending into one a little bit now. They're all looking a bit samey. There's only so many photos you can take in front of a mosaic tile. So I think I've probably hit my limit a little bit. I've probably stayed in Marrakech a little bit too long. But yeah, the plan for the rest of the day is to go for breakfast, let's go to the Marrakech Museum. I've still got to get 2 fridge magnets. I can't find ones that I want that's like, say, Morocco or have a camel on it or anything. And then probably an ice cream, and then I've got to go back and pack. Double check I've got my boarding pass, because they only accept paper boarding passes here in Marrakech Airport. And the whole packing situation is going to take a while. And I've got several people staring at me, so hold that thought. So I'm having a really strange day. So I've been to the Ben Youseff, fine. And I thought, I'm going to have breakfast at 1112 Marrakech. It's a tea house. It took them 19 minutes to bring me 1 latte. I was sat there on my own, there was no one else in there. It was bizarre. It's really hard to explain. They didn't explain that the menu was on the QR code. The QR code was facing down, like, it was very strange. So I got out there as quick as I could. I'm now at the Museum of Marrakech. Again, it's a little strange. It's about, well, it's just gone 11 o'clock, it's 11:01. There's like literally no one here. I've just sat and had something in the cafe. It's just very strange. I'm having a very strange day. It's 28 degrees, it's not that hot, and I'm sweating really badly. It's all in French or Arabic. It's the first place where I've not been able to understand anything. I can read a little bit of French, but not enough to know the history. mystery. It's all very strange. You know things are bad when you've ended up at McDonald's 2 days on the trot. But I'm the only one up here on the top terrace. And I needed a Diet Coke. This is probably the last one of the holiday. Can't promise, but hopefully it is. Oh, I've already had 4 coffees and 2 juices today, so I needed something else. Just got off the bus. And then I'm going to walk back. I've just got to think whether I need anything from the shop. I don't think I do. The only thing I'm still looking at for is 2 fridge magnets. This might have to be an airport situation. This is driving me mad. It's like my hair's grown during this trip. It seems to be really busy again here in Marrakech today. So I'll give you an overview of the road. I'm going to walk down here to the right in a minute. Down on the left is the Marrakech Plaza that I've been to a couple of times. That's Grand Post Morocco, which used to be like a post office, but it's not so much anymore. Yeah, busy day again today. So it is that time, unfortunately, where I've got to try and get all of this, and the toiletries in the bathroom into 2 bags, ready to fly home tomorrow. I have just had a shower. Well, I actually had a nap. I needed it. Not a very good nap because there was loads of construction going on. There's people faffing around in the corridor. But anyway, I closed my eyes. I rested my eyes. I've washed my hair because I want to straighten it before I go to bed tonight. Give it like a go over first, because I'm leaving early in the morning and I can straighten it really quickly then in the morning. And I've just spoken to the guy on the front desk. He said, come down at 8 o'clock tonight and I will book your taxi for you. Well, I wanted to get into my pyjamas. So I've had to get back into a dress even though I've had a shower, but whatever. So I'm just taking my time, watching a couple of things on Netflix and trying to get all of this to fit. Already I've filled, so the 2 packing cubes that I had are empty. So I'm filling those up. Packing cubes annoy me though, because I feel like you don't get as much room, but anyway. And then at the same time, I've got loads of food over here that I'm trying to eat. I have readjusted the straps on my big backpack because all throughout the group tour, there would be lads from the various different places that we were staying that would take the bags from the minibus to our room. And the very last, or not the very last place, when we were in, was it Todra Gorge or Essaouira, the lads decided to readjust my straps. Now, if they had known how long it took me to get the straps exactly how I wanted them several years ago, like they wouldn't have done that just for them to wear it for like 30 seconds or 2 minutes. Anyway, I think I've sorted it. I took everything out and then readjusted. So hopefully we're there with that. But I'll give you another update in a few, well, not a few minutes, in a bit. Got to finish the food so I can get rid of that. I did check yesterday about my boarding pass. You have to have a printed boarding pass for Marrakech Airport. So I've got that. I've also checked my emails and taken a photo of that. And I've got the Marrakech Transport Police number just in case things go awry with the taxi. You never know. He's quoted me 150 dirham, which is just under £15, which, touch wood, is a bit less than I thought it was going to be, which leaves me with some cash at the airport to see if they've got a couple of fridge magnets. I know I've left it late. It is what it is. I've not found one I wanted. I wanted one that said Morocco with a camel on it, not Marrakech with a camel on it. Today there was one. It was Morocco with a camel, with a person guiding the camel through the desert. I'm like, this is not quite what I want. I know it's only a fridge magnet, it's only going to cost me £1, but still. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling now and carry on with this situation. Okay, so let's have a look at where we are up to. The bed is pretty much empty. I've got this clutch to put in, and then I need to swap these Uniqlo bags around. I've got my clothes out for tomorrow. Straighteners are on the floor there. And then the backpack, it is pretty much full to be fair, but I can just about get my toiletry bag in there from the bathroom. The issue is now the hand luggage. And I feel like I need to lie down in order to be able to do this. So I think I might finish the programme I'm watching first and then tackle the hand luggage. The hand luggage has got to have like breakables in it, I think. So I've got my 2 Starbucks mugs, I've got the pottery that I bought from Essaouira. Did I buy it from Essaouira? Gosh, that feels like a long time ago now. And then the only stuff that's on here is food anyway. I might, whilst I'm here, show you the 2 Starbucks mugs because I don't think I've shown you these. I do collect them from the different countries I've been to. I already have 8 at home. So I've bought another 2. And then whilst I've been away, my best friend Lindsay has bought me the Italy one as well. Well, I'm buying it myself, but she's got it for me. Let me just put you down a minute. Let me show you here. Oops. How many tote bags does one person need, really? Let's be honest. Oh, come on. Is that gonna stand up? No. Oh. Okay, so they are the You Are Here mugs. I bought these both from the Starbucks here in Marrakech about 6 days ago now. Oh, that one is slightly damaged, that one. Oh no, it's not. It's a sticker, remnants of a sticker. This is the Casablanca one. So although I'm in Marrakech, I was still able to get the Casablanca one. There is a Starbucks at the airport because I had a look on the airport website earlier. So you can probably get them from there as well, but I didn't want to risk it for a chocolate biscuit. So I've got the Casablanca one, which is like red and green. And then, oops, there it is. I've got the Marrakech one, which is red inside. Although they look kind of similar, I also think they're kind of different at the same time. I think I prefer the Casablanca one actually. Yeah, I think I do. The Casablanca one's really cute. So yeah, I've got my 2 new mugs and my Italy one is on its way as well. I can't help it, alright? But I'm going to put those in their boxes and they're going to go like this and then wrap something around them probably. I've got loads of like these kinds of bags everywhere. Ooh. So I might use those in a bit, but I'm going to have a break now. Finish eating, so I'm kind of just nibbling at the moment. And then finish my programme. What else is in here? I'm on oh, these, which I seem to be bringing 3 bags back with me. I don't think they sell these in the UK, but they are Star Mints from Haribo. And they're perfect because they're not a chewing gum and they're not a mint, they're both. It says they're from France. Interesting. Anyway, let's put these back in here. These were 165 dirham each, which is more than I thought they were. The cheapest one so far has been the one from Spain. That was 12 euros. 165 dirham. I'm going to insert it here, but it's roughly about £14. What was the cheapest one? The one from Manchester? I can't remember. But yeah. So yeah, I shall give you an update with the hand luggage in a bit as well. Good evening. It is about 9 o'clock at night. I think I've organised a lift with the guy from the front desk for 7:30 in the morning. Who knows? We'll see. Not the best English, but I think that's what he was saying. I think he meant meet me downstairs at 7:30, as in himself. Anyway, a little bit of food left to eat. I've got a bit of a problem. I've bought too much whilst I've been here. So I have about this much room left in my hand luggage. And I have, as you can see, not much room in my big bag, but I've got the first aid kit, the electronics, and my massive, can you see that, toiletry bag still to go in. Jeez. There's not much more I can do tonight, to be fair, because this has got to go in. Pyjamas that I'm going to just get changed into now need to go in. Oh, there's my straightener still on the floor. Yeah, but there's literally nothing I can chuck out. This is the little rubbish bag. I've already chucked out a jumpsuit that is apparently too small for me. There's no other clothes I can throw out. Eek. I didn't think I'd bought that much. It's the Starbucks mugs. It's a sacrifice we have to take. There's probably a bit more wiggle room in that big mountain warehouse backpack. It looks a bit lopsided, as if I could have shoved a bit more down the bottom end. So that might have to be an emergency pack in the morning. Yes, I could throw all my toiletries out, but they're barely used. Like, I've got, I don't know, 4/5 of a sun cream. I've used the after sun bottle once. My insect spray I've used twice. And the shampoo and conditioner, there's like half the bottle left. I can't throw that away. I mean, if I'm desperate, I will. But I think the toiletries will have to go. They're nothing special. But it's annoying, isn't it? Because I'm not convinced I've got shampoo and conditioner at home. Oh, dearie me. I've tried my best. I've taken everything out, put rubbish in the bin. This is padded to the gunnels, this Kipling bag. I mean, you can take 10 kg. You can actually take 2 hand luggage items with Jet 2. Of which this is kind of like my second, if you like. That's lovely and clean, that. Everything's being washed when I get home. Well, when I've got a washing machine. So I've probably underdone the hand luggage. If I am desperate, I will have to sacrifice this, and I've got like 3 tote bags, and that'll have to be my second hand luggage. It's not overly great though, it's not overly stable. I don't know, it is what it is. I can't really do much more now. I think this is a morning problem. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Hello, it is time to go home. I can't believe it, after 3 weeks that I'm actually going home. It seems a bit surreal, to be honest. But I've just about finished getting everything in my bag. So my big bag, I'll show you, is completely full to the ginnels. Like, there is no room. I've just had to open it again and put my flip-flops in. And then the hand luggage isn't much better. I was hoping to go home with less things. I've just got to close that up. I'm hoping it closes. Just put my straighteners in. It's heavy as. I've got no other options at the moment. It is what it is. What can you do? And then I've got this shirt to carry loose, because apparently it's cold in England. I'm not getting off that plane of being cold, so I probably won't need it, but there's one less thing in the backpack then, isn't there? So I'm going to head downstairs in a few minutes. Hope the guy's down there to give me a drive to the airport. If not, I'll talk to the person on reception. That's why I've left loads of time. So my flight's at 11:25 and it's currently 7:17. So, yeah. Well, yeah, they said like 3 hours before, so that's fine. It's about 15 minutes away. So yeah, what a time. What a time. I'll give some lowdowns and some thoughts of the trip at the airport, because So I'll hopefully have some time to kill. I've heard some horror stories about Marrakech airport. You'll have to excuse my wet face. I am at Marrakech airport. It is hot as hell. It's alright, we've not thought to install air conditioning. I'm just trying to have a look because it says on the map that there's a Starbucks here. I've just had to get some very slim pickings from a particular cafe thing where half of it spilt over me before I'd even paid for it. But on the map there's a Starbucks and I need a decent coffee, and the Moroccans don't know what decent coffee is. So let's have a look around here. So no Starbucks, but I ended up at, is it Illy? I-L-L-Y. Anyway, asked for a flat white. Oh yes, we can do a flat white. I've ended up with a coffee with no milk. And you can't get hot drink. You can get hot drinks on the flight, but they're dirty basically. You're not supposed to. They don't clean everything out. So I'm not getting a coffee on the flight. This is bad. There's got to be somewhere else. I'm going to need a couple before I get on this flight. I think there's going to be a lot of children on it. Didn't have that problem on the way out because I went to Casablanca. But yeah, what time is it? 9, exactly 9 o'clock. We're boarding at 10:40. I've got to go and get a couple of fridge magnets. I've just spotted them, but I couldn't have my hands free. Finish this breakfast. Oh, and there's no aircon. Did I mention that? Right, so success. I have been through every single souvenir shop in Morocco, in Marrakech airport, and I've managed to get myself 3 fridge magnets. 2 the same, one for me, one for Dad. Even though he's not been to Morocco, he still likes a fridge magnet. Bit strange. But he has given me a lift down to Stansted and he's picking me up from Birmingham. And then I picked up a 3rd one and she said, oh, that one's free if you scan this QR code and give us a comment. But I wasn't allowed to put any less than 5 stars. But I just said in the comment, I was like, you need to put the price on things because people are more likely to buy something then.
Thank you.
The whole world seems to descend on me when I walk around. Anyway, I want to look for chocolate in duty free. Here we go. Just when you think you're going to give up hope, you're not going to believe it. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's a Starbucks coffee, and I'm in there. Yes. The only other thing that would please me right now is a WH Smith's. Now, I know that they don't actually exist in the UK anymore. I'm hoping there's one at Birmingham Airport. There's a particular book I want to pick up. But there's no books here. It's very strange. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, save £50. It's the first time I've ever flown Jet2, funnily enough. It says embarkment on the departure board, but then no one's moving or lining up. So I'm just gonna hover, hang round, and see what happens. Interestingly, there is no plane there. You can't see a plane through the window, so it's either that, or we're getting a bus or we're walking to it. Fun. Hello, and sorry for the abrupt ending there to my Moroccan tour vlogs. I literally got on my Jet2 flight, lived my best life, loved my meal deal, and then literally got off the plane and met my dad straight away with my bags. So I'm sorry for that abrupt end there. I was kind of supposed to video a few things. The flight was absolutely rammed, full of Jet2 people with their wristbands on. You know how it is. But yeah, it was a really good flight, actually. I hadn't flown with Jet2 before. Literally, as soon as I got back to the UK, at Birmingham Airport, I went into M&S Food. I bought 5 items and I spent more than I had in 5 days in Morocco. I spent 22 quid. So I'd spent more than I had in 5 days in Morocco. So I was I was shooketh. I was taken aback. What a trip. I know I have been reviewing it throughout these vlogs. I literally don't know how I'm going to top this next year. People have asked me, like at work and stuff, like what has been your favourite part? I can't really pick my favourite part. It's possibly the camel ride, the sunset camel ride, and then back again in the morning, sleeping in the desert in 39-degree heat, possibly is my favourite part. But I'm not too sure. I still can't pick. I would definitely go back to Morocco again, particularly Tangier and Fez. and some places that I haven't been to, like Rabat, which is the capital city. I would recommend Morocco to anybody. I know people have a few premonitions about Morocco. I absolutely loved it. I have a few little worries about how I'm going to be able to top this trip next year. I have been back a few weeks now. I've been back about 9 weeks when I'm filming this. But I've been planning and prepping and reading every Lonely Planet guide under the sun for trips next year. So we'll see. We'll see how I can top this series and this country, I suppose. I really hope you've enjoyed the vlogs. I've really enjoyed making them. They do take a lot of time and energy, but I've absolutely loved it. I can't thank you all enough for watching. I've surpassed views that I never thought I'd make already, so I can't thank you enough for watching. I would just really like everyone to subscribe if possible. It just means that I appear on your YouTube home screen when I've posted another video. I don't think a lot of people know what YouTube subscribers are. It basically just means you're a follower of that person, essentially. I would really, really appreciate that if you could click subscribe. It would mean a lot. I'm aiming for 500 subscribers before Christmas, so we'll see if I manage it. Got like sort of 2 or 3 months left now. I have a video planned now every Saturday until Christmas, and then I'm going to take a break in the new year. I will be doing UK adventures now for the next kind of 6 months or 5 months. So you can catch me on different adventures around the United Kingdom and different things that I'm doing. There are lots of adventures ahead. Next week you will catch me in Norfolk for my little Norfolk adventure or Norfolk tour that I did on August Bank Holiday Monday. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. And yeah, speak to you all soon.